Hey everyone, so welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Now today we're going to do something a little different as far as some things that I want to show you guys, okay? Now first of all, before I get started, guys, don't forget to, if you like this video, to hit that thumbs up on the bottom, hit that notification button. This way, every time I put a video up, you guys will be notified. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Thanks for all your support. I really appreciate you watching, and I really enjoy doing these kind of videos for you guys. Now, today what we're going to do is I'm going to do my favorite things in the kitchen to use, and it's just some tips that I have that I think would be informative for you guys. Okay, now, I'm not an authority on anything. You know, I'm just a woman in the kitchen with kids and a family and, you know, all that, and my experiences are just my experiences, you know, what I've taught myself, what I've learned from my family, it's just my knowledge. Nothing that I say is expert knowledge. It's just my opinion, okay, guys? I just want to make sure you guys know that. I don't want to seem like I'm an authority or anything, but I do know certain things that I think I know about certain things in the kitchen, if that makes sense. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. So, my first favorite, now, I'm going to do a bunch of favorite things, but I'm not going to do them in any particular really order because I like them all the same, basically. I mean, there are one or two things that I like the best, but everything is different, okay? So I'm not going to do it in any kind of an order. Okay, now, in the kitchen, I love to have this. Now, this is a little spatula. I think I got it at Walmart, guys. I think so. I'm not really sure. I'd shown it on one of my other videos. I don't know where I got it. Maybe, probably Walmart or Big Lots or one of those stores. But all I have to say is that this is great. I use it most of the time in my kitchen because when you're just like making an egg or you're making, you know, you can use it in the pan. You can also use it just to lift things, lift French fries, lift whatever. It's just miniature, and that's why I like it because sometimes I don't feel like getting out my big, you know, sometimes you have the big long spatulas. And I really love this. So if you guys can find this, look for it. Look for it in, you know, I'm pretty sure I didn't get it in the Dollar Tree, but you never know, Dollar General. Just keep your eye out for this, guys. This is a great tool to use in the kitchen. Okay, so that's my first one. My second one is this. Now, let me tell you something about this. A meat thermometer. Let me tell you something. I've always known about meat thermometers. Always I have known about meat thermometers, but I never used them. I just thought it was so difficult, so I never used them. But let me tell you something. This right here is a lifesaver. I've had it for probably about a year and a half now. My husband got this to me. He's like, we were in the store one day, and he's like, you want one of those meat thermometers? I'm like, you know what? Let me get one of those meat thermometers because when I cook my meats, like, that's my only hiccup in the kitchen. I always felt like I never know when it's done, so I'm cutting in the middle, and you know I'm trying to guess. They say to like poke the meat and all that, and it's a nightmare. So when I got this, it has a temperature on it. You put in this one is really simple. You put in the poultry. Look, I'll show you how it works. Of course, it's not cooperating. Well, you press this button here, and it shows you like poultry, beef, like medium rare, you know, fish, all of that. And you stick this in. You stick this little thingy in here, which is so simple. Now, they have all different kind of thermometers. I mean, you could get, you know, they run the gamut on, you know, see? And then it tells you the temperature down here of what it is. Okay, it says custom. There we go. Now, see that? I don't know if you guys can see it. That says beef. Beef is done at, medium rare is done at 145, okay? So when you stick this in, like on the barbecue, you stick it in the thickest part of the meat, the chicken, the pork, the fish, it tells you what the temperature is. Now, if I'm cooking a piece of steak, right? And I like my steak medium rare. So I know that the temperature of when it's done is 145. So if I go in there and I poke it and it says 135, 140, I take it off if I like medium rare because I know that it's going to be cooking a little bit more as it sits and waits on the plate. So that that's medium rare to me, so I'll take it off. If you like it well done, you take it off at 145, 150, 155, whatever. So this really is a great thing. And for chicken, you know, chicken always made me nervous because you got to make sure chicken's done. You have to. Chicken is, you know, poultry is you have to know chicken's done. So this I love. I stick it in. It tells me what it is. I know I have to wait a couple of minutes, go back and check it. It is a little precarious. You got to keep checking if you want, you know, each piece. But if you kind of cut your meat like at an even teal, an even thing, then you'll kind of, everything is kind of the same. You'll kind of know which one, you know, if one's done and they're at the same kind of size, then the other one's usually done. And you'll realize if it's not done, obviously. Okay, but that's the great thing about this thing. This is a perfect find for the kitchen. Get yourself one of these, and I'm telling you guys, I can't stress it enough, it will save your life. Less stress in the kitchen. You stick it in, you know when the meat's done, and voila, you go on. Okay? Great thing to have. Love it! Okay, let's unplug it so it doesn't keep beeping. Another thing. This thing right here, love it. Now, they have brushes. I have another brush. Where is my other little brush? Let me see where it is. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know where it is. I have another little one, a little baster. I can't find it. It was a little chef's men, but I don't know where it went. Anyway, so this right here is a baster. It is so great. Is it a baster? No, a brush. A baster is one of the little squeezy things, right? Okay, this is a little brush where you brush on, you know, the sauces and stuff. I love this. I had another one with the bristles, like those kind of like stringy bristles that come off. Always come off in my food. I hated that. I found this one day. Love it, love it, love it. The bristles stay on. It's easy to clean, guys. Really, really something really terrific. Get this for your kitchen. You will love it. Love, 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 love it. Okay, so that's the third one. All right. This right here. What is this called again? I forget what this type of thing is called. I'm having a senior moment, guys. This spatula here, love it. I love this type of material. If I can remember what it's called, it's just so great. It gets up to everything really well. It's nice and sturdy. I think I got this in Walmart. I think this was like $2 or one of those stores in Walmart, Big Lots, all around those same type of stores. This is great to have. And like I said, I love this material because you can put it in with the hot stuff and everything. It's really, really good, guys. And it's so sturdy. Great, great find for the kitchen. Now this, okay? This is a zester. Okay, you zest lemon, lime. You could even do garlic, you zest garlic. This is really good, a good staple to have in your kitchen in your kitchen drawer because you can use this for a lot of different things. You could use, like I said, you could shred garlic if you don't want to chop the garlic. You use lemon, you know, you scrape lemon zest and lime zest, and it's really a very good tool to have in the kitchen. And it's really, you know, it's good in a pinch. It's really good in a pinch. So this is my next one, guys. I love this one. I love this little gadget. All right, my next gadget is this little thing. Now, I have a big like Cuisinart one over there on the counter that I use like for you know, bigger things. But this right here is great because you can literally, if you want to chop up, let's say you don't have your zester or you lost your zester or whatever, and you have like, you know, like sometimes when I'm making my Sunday gravy, I'll put like garlic and I'll put parsley and basil and all that in here with a little bit of olive oil, and I chop it up in here. This is just really good for a quick recipe. You could put a couple of onions in here, you know, a couple small onions or whatever, do 2 batches if you don't want to take out your big one. I just love this little thing. I think I got it at the food store, ShopRite by me, for like $10, I think it was. But like they have them in Dollar General and Big Lots and Walmart, obviously. Really, really good to have, guys. This is definitely something you like to have in your kitchen because it's something you can use very quickly. You don't have to grab out the big Jumboree big one, and you know, you take it out and then you put it away back under your sink, under your cabinet or on your counter or wherever. So this is it, guys. Love, love, love this. All right, let's see. Did I do this? My lemon squeezer. Now, I never used to use one of these. My son, who started to cook and stuff, and he was like, Mom, let's get one of those lemon squeezes. I'm like, oh, whatever. He got it, and that's all I use now. I love it because I'm a good for squeezing the lemons in my food, and I always have the pits in there. I always end up with pits. So this is really good. I use it, it's for lemons, but I use it for limes too. It works fine for limes too. But this is a little cute gadget to have in your kitchen if you have the room. You know, it kind of makes things work faster. You want to squeeze, if you have like a lot of lemons to squeeze, this is great. So you don't killing yourself with, you know, squeezing the lemons. So that's what I have as far as those things go. Let's see. I have some things written down here that I want to tell you guys. Now, some tips that I have for the stuff for the kitchen is that what you do is, you know, when you're putting stuff into Ziploc bags and you need, I'll show you. I should have did this before. I should have got this for you. But let me find one of the cups that I have here. Give me 1 second, guys, because of course everything is really up high and I'm short. So that's what happens. This is a really good tip. You take a bag, if you want to put like liquid in something, like, actually what I do is when I make tacos, I know it sounds like really a little trivial and a little, you know, not so important, and it probably really isn't that important, but for me it's important in the kitchen. I use this to put, when I'm making tacos or when I need sour cream to be, you know, like mainly tacos, squirted on something, I put this in a cup, my Ziploc bag in a cup, see, like this, any size bag that you want. If you want to use a smaller bag, use a smaller cup. If you're only using a little, you don't need to use a big bag. But it's, you know, you get the idea. I put the sour cream in here, guys, or the icing, or you know how that goes when you put the stuff in the bags, and you know you make stuff on cakes and you write stuff on cakes and you do icing, whatever. I'm sure you've heard this tip before, but this is just something that I wanted to tell you guys because I love this and it really makes my life easy when I'm making tacos. Because you know, tacos are great, but sometimes tacos could be a pain in the you know what at home. You know, you gotta get them. But by the time I get my taco together and my daughter's taco together, Jennifer, I'm like, I don't even want a taco anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's just a lot of work. But anyway, so this is a little tip to make it easier. You put it in here, you get it all to the end like this, you have it, you cut the little nip off, and there you go. And you squeeze the sour cream or whatever, the icing onto the cake, the taco, whatever. Really, really good tip, guys. Okay, so it works for me, so I wanted to share it with you guys. All right, another one is, let me mark down what I'm doing. I did that one. Okay, another good thing, guys, is you know when you're making pasta, and I don't know about you, but I have, and give me 1 second. I should have done this before. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you. If I can tell you, sorry about the leaving, guys. If I can tell you, I have 49 of these in my cabinet. Look, with the tape on them, because I never know how much pasta to make. Number one, I always make too much. Always make too much. I could probably, you know, supply the whole country with pasta. The amount of pasta I use, and I always have a little bit left in each box. So what I do, which I still have, I have to get organized in my pantry. What I do is I take the pasta, let me have that bag. I take the pastas, okay, I do one of two things. Two things. I either break the pasta in half and I put it in the bag for soups, for casseroles, for whatever, you know, for stir fries or whatever. You just break it up like this. I'll show you guys. So simple. You break it up like this in like fours. And I'm making a big mess on the floor. You see, you break it up like that, guys, and then you stick it in the bag. You stick it in a Ziploc bag. and you have all these little pieces of pasta for soups. For soups, like I said, stir fries. Sometimes I'll make like a little chicken stir fry and I'll throw this in with it. You know, a little bit of liquid in the pan. It cooks up. It's great. That's a really good thing to use your pasta for, guys. Because like I said, I end up throwing these out because they sit there for so long because I don't use them, because I end up taking a new package with a pound of pasta in it, not wanting to break it up. But if you do this ahead of time, if you put the pastas in the bag ahead of time, you'll use them. And I found that I really do use them. Like, it's going to be coming up on soup time now, so I'm going to start really using my leftover pastas. It's a great way to save money and to use the stuff that you have, guys. A great way. Okay, so that's another tip. Let's mark that down because I have all these tips that I wrote to show you guys. If you guys are noticing that my nose, I have some sort of a sore on the outside of my nose. I have a little cold, and I think it's like protruded from inside, but it's really kind of disturbing. My kids are calling me Rudolph, and I don't think that's very nice, but yeah, that's what it is. So if you notice that there's a little redness on my nose, it's something, but I'm fine. Everything's good. I just wanted to let you know because I'm sure you see it. I'm a little self-conscious of it, but whatever. It is what it is. I am who I am. Okay, so let's get back to it. Broken pasta. I did that. Okay, now this is something that I really think that I have to stress. Okay, I got spaghetti all over the floor now. My husband's gonna be like, what'd you do? Whatever. The microwave is, some people don't like to use the microwave. I could not live without my microwave. It is just so helpful, and I don't think people really realize how you can really utilize it. Not just to heat up stuff, but like, let's say I'm making I want to make like 3 baked potatoes, and it's like 20 minutes before I want to eat dinner. I can put a baked potato in there. Now, I find if you don't like to cook your baked potatoes, you don't like the texture, you don't like the way it comes out in the microwave, that's fine. Don't cook it all the way in the microwave. If it cooks 40 minutes in the oven, put it in the microwave for like 5-10 minutes. And then you could put it in the oven for the remainder of the time, so you don't have all that time that you have to wait for it to bake, and it's quicker. I find that works all the time. I blanch a lot of things in my microwave, and then like let's say I'm doing like a broccoli stir fry. I'll blanch the broccoli, the vegetables in the microwave for a couple minutes and then put it in the pan. This way it cooks faster. Your microwave is so great for those type of things, and you really, it's not only for heating up. I mean, I make my baked potatoes in there. I've made stuff in there. It's really good. I mean, I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you guys really don't know, but I'm just saying sometimes we don't realize that we can do these things in the microwave. You know what I mean? They just really are helpful things in the kitchen, especially if you need to get dinner in a pinch, get things going in a pinch. I utilize my microwave so much, guys. Okay, so microwave. Don't forget about your microwave, okay? All right, that's another tip. Now, I was watching this YouTuber. I forget her name. Oh yes, Julia Pachenko, I think her name is. You gotta go check out her channel. She's really awesome. You gotta check out her channel. She's great, but she did this trick that I was like, are you kidding me? I never knew this now. In all my years, and by watching my mom and my grandmothers, and I never knew this trick, and I don't even know if anybody else knows it existed. Maybe I'm just, naive to it. I don't know. But what she did was she had hamburger meat cooking in her Instapot. And what she did was there was all grease in there. So when I know me, when I drain grease, I take the pan, I dump it into the sink in the strainer to get all the grease out, and then I put it back in the pan. Well, I'm sitting there. She takes a couple paper towels off of her paper towel roller, brings it over to the pan, and she goes to put it in the pot with like a wooden spoon. I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she doing that? All of a sudden she says, this is how I pick up the grease in the pan without having to strain it. She sticks it. I'm going to demonstrate once. I'm going to show you it. I didn't have time today, but I want to definitely show you guys. You're not going to believe how it happens. She stuck the paper towel in there, took the wooden spoon, and went like this all over the pan and soaked up all through the meat, soaked up all the oil. Now, if you have a lot of oil in there, it depends on how much meat you have. I notice that when I have like more than 2 pounds of meat, you need to do it twice because there's a lot of grease you gotta get up. So you do it twice. It soaks all the oil up. You take it out and you throw it in the napkin. So good. I was like, oh my God, that is such a great hack in the kitchen. Love that idea. Don't forget to try that, guys. I'm telling you, it's so great. It works so well. Okay, so that's another one. Let's see. What else? Other tips do I have here? Oh, you know how, let me show you my other little thing that I really like. Where is it? There it is. This is my little cutting board, guys. I don't know if you've seen it on my videos. I love to use this. I got it in when I was at Pennsylvania at my friend's house. I think we were at the flea market. But anyway, it's really little, and I keep it on my counter. Love this. And you know why I like it? Because it's glass, you see? It's mainly glass, so what I can do is cook, like I can cut poultry on this and then wash it and use it for vegetables and stuff, which I love. Okay, remember guys, the tip, you know you have one cutting board for chicken, for poultry, because it's very, 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 you know, it can be very bad for you if it's not cooked all the way, or if you get, you know, cross-contamination with raw chicken, okay? So this is a little thing, my own tip that I love, because I love just to have it out, to keep it out. I have a big cutting board on my counter, which you guys have seen a few times, that I keep on my counter. I love a big cutting board as well, because, you know, you can put different things on it. Like I have, you know, peppers over here, onion over here. You know, I actually want a bigger one. I have like a medium to large one. I want a huge one. That's my next investment that I'm gonna buy. I want one that really is like half the size of the counter. I just really like that. I love doing everything right on my cutting board and having everything right there. And like I said, this one I keep right on hand, so I can just grab it, rinse it off, just wash it quick. I love it. I'm gonna get a couple more of these. I love the fact that you can cut chicken and stuff on it, and also wash it good and use cut vegetables on it. So this is another one of my tips. Love cutting boards. Love it. Love cutting boards. Let's see, this little thing here, let me show you guys. I have, with all my fruit, I got this, I'm not sure where I got this, maybe Walmart again. Walmart seems to be my store. One of those stores, I always go to those stores, Walmart, Big Lots, all those stores and stuff like that, and I find all these things. This I love, because it's kind of in the corner, it's tall, I have my lemons, my tomatoes, I put my avocados on here, my cucumbers, and all of that. Love this. I love. This is something really good to have, because I used to have a big bowl on the table, you know, and it aggravated me. And when I saw this, I'm like, I gotta get this. I like the fact that it's tall, like it's a tall thing, and it's kind of, you know, you stick it in the back. Well, as I have you guys over here, this is, okay. Oops, I got a garden this year, but this is not mine. This isn't from my garden. This is from my son-in-law to be. He went home to his mother's where he lived in the city, and they have a garden, and he brought this big squash home to me. He comes home and he's like, Mom, here, I brought a squash for you. I'm like, what am I gonna do with that thing? How huge it is. So I think what I'm gonna do later, I'm gonna cut it up, slice it up, maybe cook some of it. The rest I'm gonna freeze, because there's no way. I mean, I'm the only one that really likes squash in this house. Nobody even likes it. So I'm going to be eating a lot of this, but it'll be great because I'll cut it up and I'll freeze it. I have to utilize the stuff that I have. That's the thing that I'm trying to work on now, is utilizing everything I have. Okay, a few more things before we wrap it up here. The next couple of videos I'm going to have some, some other meals and cooking videos and stuff, but I'm trying to work on this video where I want to make meals out of my pantry, my freezer, and my refrigerator, because honestly, guys, the stuff that I have in my pantry right now, I could probably feed us for 3 months, maybe more. I have so much stockpile in there, so much stuff that I need to utilize, and then especially my freezer. Once a month I go through my freezers And the saddest part is honestly say, which I hate to admit, I throw out a lot of food. And it's not good. It's waste, and I can't sleep at night knowing that I do that. So I've been watching some other YouTubers, this one frugal lady, God, what is her name? I forget her name, but I'm going to tell you because I love her. She does all these frugal things where, you know, you eat out of your pantry, you cook out of your pantry, you make all these economical things. Awesome, awesome, awesome lady. Oh, you know what? I'm going to look it up. I don't think I can look it up on my phone, no. Anyway, I will give you her name. I'll definitely give you her name on the next video. But that's what I'm trying to work on now. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do is show you guys how I go into the freezer, into the refrigerator, and into the cabinet and make just something not going to the food store, because it's crazy. It's crazy. I get such a nervous stomach when I know that I have stuff in here, have stuff in there, like right now, guys, I have a big, huge pork roast in my refrigerator that I got at Sam's like 3 or 4 days ago. Every day I say to myself, come on, Linda, you gotta get it, you gotta cut it up. I gotta cut it up into chops, cut it up into a pork roast, and get it in the freezer before it goes bad. Because I do that a lot. I hate to say it, but I do. And that's what I'm trying to work on now. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So I think tonight I'm gonna make a pork roast. I have this really good recipe, well, it's my own recipe, that I make. I think I showed a video of it before. I make a pork roast on the barbecue. I make like a teriyaki pork roast. Woo! Mamma mia, it comes out so delicious. So I think that's on the menu plan for tonight. That's what's for dinner tonight. So I'm probably gonna video that, guys, for you guys, because I want you guys to see. But yes, so that's what's gonna be coming up, guys. I hope you guys are all gonna watch. I really, I'm so happy that you guys watch, and thank you for all your support. And I'm really excited. I love to do these videos. And so don't forget to hit the like button, hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and that notification button, guys, and share with your friends. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.